Morning, hello everybody. Meringues. You've got your work cut out this week because actually meringues are quite tricky, but it's good because you need a challenge and it's good to try stuff out, and if it goes wrong, who cares? Right, this is my top tips. You've got to make sure the bowl you're using is completely clean, okay? No fat or anything or grease in it. So if you're not convinced it's clean, you've got to wash it with hot water and dry it out perfectly, okay? The oven is on at 140 and we're going to turn that down when we put the meringues in. You're going to need a whisk, an electric whisk, or one of these and a bit of elbow grease, okay? But it is possible just doing it with one of these. Now your challenge, other than making sure your equipment's clean, I've also got a baking sheet and some greaseproof paper, is to separate the yolks from the white, because all meringue is eggs and caster sugar, okay? And we're adding lots and lots of air to them. But first of all, you need to separate the yolk from the white. Now you can use whatever method you want. You can break it in half and use the sides of each side of the shell to sort of do that with. I'll show you that method first. Here, can you see all right, Dan? Do you need to get closer? So don't do a big old whack like some of you do. A gentle tap, don't go crazy. I've got 3 bowls because when I've got a successful white in one bowl, I'm going to put that to one side and not contaminate it trying the next one, because if it goes wrong, you don't want to mess up the first lot that's gone right, if you understand what I see. So look, I'm breaking that into one side, and then I'm going back into that one, but watch those sharp edges of the shell, okay? Now you want to keep that yolk because that will make really nice carbonara that's earlier on Instagram. So I'm going to put my yolk in one bowl, my white in another, because I know there's no contamination from yolk. If you get any yolk in it, give up, it's not going to work, and then make scrambled eggs or something, okay? Right, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show you a different method. So this time, now some of you don't like the feel of weird slimy things on your hands, fair enough. I don't mind it at all. I'm breaking the egg in there, and I'm just going to scoop out the yolk really gently and use it as a little sieve. My hands as a little sieve. That's worked. Yolk in there, no contamination. Bam, into my nice clean bowl. Right, over to here, Dan. Let's give my hands a rinse. So now we're going to get all the air into the mixture, and what you're aiming for is soft mountain peaks that just fold over gently, okay? I've weighed out my sugar and it's 50 grams for every egg, okay? Egg white rather. If you haven't got scales, that's 2 heaped tablespoons of sugar. Heaped though, okay? Not flat, I think. I've looked at it. Okay, so come a bit nearer so you can hear me. Have a look at the egg white, and you can see all these little bubbles coming in. Now, eggs should be kept at room temperature, not in the fridge, okay? So make sure they've been out of the fridge. Okay, look, it's already nearly done. So I'm going to just test it. And I'm going to go whoop, like that. See how they're just folding over like that? They just go over. So not standing up straight, they're just folding over nicely. And then I'm going to whisk in a tablespoon of sugar and thyme. And the mixture will get thicker and sort of glossier. Shinier. Another one. Just do the same but with the whisk, okay, with the hand whisk. So you get those glossy mountains. It's thickening up, I can feel it. Nearly there. I've got it. Go a bit longer. And here it is. Okay, so got a nice glossy shiny mixture. That's it, done. Just do that to get the stuff off there, off the whisks, but keep it angled down. don't spray it across the kitchen. Okay, so you're going to need your paper on your tray and 2 spoons. And I'm just going to get a little bit of that meringue to stick down my paper. Now, you could make a pavlova. So if you wanted a pavlova, you'd do a little circle of meringue and blobs around on the top of it to make like a basket. But this is how I like to do it. So you're just going to do a spoonful and make little sort of rough peaks, I guess you'd call them. Okay, like that, nice. And you can serve your meringue in all sorts of ways. And you could, if those of you that have made it before, and lots of you have at school, if you had some food colouring and an icing bag, you can make them stripy and they're really, really cool. Just look on YouTube for that. But that's easy, surprisingly easy and surprisingly effective. So you're going to get, lots of you are going to get this in a kit. You'll get your sugar, you'll get your eggs, but make sure you do that thing with the bowls in case you get yolk in your white. And if you do end up with yolk in your white, give up because it just won't work.